Oh man, so whilst Bitcoin was chasing all-time highs, Algorand and Koti have both avoided lower lows and are showing signs of strength. Let's take a look at the charts. Now we can see Koti has, as we saw, it kind of consolidated sideways and broke down from the buy zone below 49 cents, and you can see that we had a bit of a support level here, which I drew out, saying we need to bounce off this 46-cent level. If we don't, we're going to head down to 43. And we got the perfect bounce off of this level here. Okay, so you can see that here. Let's just zoom in for you, and you can see we broke down here, and you can see we got perfect bounce, and now we're heading into an uptrend. Now the important thing for Koti is we avoided creating a lower low. Okay, so we didn't break below the 46, so that's good. You didn't want to create a lower low here, so we're not bearish. Okay, we're neutral at this point, we're sideways, but we're not bearish. If we created a lower low, we would have entered a downtrend, but we're not in a downtrend just yet. We're still heading sideways on Koti. Now on the very short-term time frame, which is where we're at now on the hourly time frame, you can see that Koti is creating higher lows. Okay, so you can see here we're in an uptrend now, higher low, higher low, higher low, and you just need us to create a higher high. So it's very important now that this next run takes us above 50 cents here. Okay, you want to create a high somewhere here in order to confirm this uptrend and get us back into this box comfortably. And then from there, we then need to go up and test. Let's just zoom out on the 4-hourly chart. For our next level, we need to get back up to these levels here. Okay, so you're going to head to 52 and then head back up to where we were at 55. So those are the immediate targets for us on Koti. Now, if we struggle to head to the upside, we could be coming back down to this same level where we got emergency support at 46, if not coming down to 43 on the short term. So that's what we're seeing on the short term. Now let's zoom out slightly on the longer term on Koti to remind us of where we're at, and we're just in this consolidation phase, and like I said, we're coming back down to test this neckline, and this neckline is acting as perfect support for us right now. Right, you formed the cup and handle pattern, you broke out, and I said that we want to come down and test this neckline here, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're getting a good test of this neckline and bouncing back. The fact that we've had we got two green candles here, daily candles, exactly at this neckline, is showing that it's acting as support. If we lose this neckline, then we're heading down to 43, and then we can even head to the top of the handle pattern on the cup and handles. That can even bring you down to this white support line here. Okay, so that's very important for us to understand on Koti. It's not necessarily that we're just going to head straight up from here. Although if we did, it's a bullish sign because we've bounced off the neckline and you can get explosive move up on Koti. Bear in mind, the first price target we need to get to is the 66 cents resistance where we got rejected. But the long-term target for this cup and handle pattern is 80 cents. And that's still on if we get a bounce here off this cup and handle pattern on Koti. So again, let's take out our EMA ribbon, and you can see now with these extra daily candles, we've not penetrated deep into our EMA ribbon. Let's just get us zoomed in here, and you can see, there we go. There's a lot of drawings on my diagrams now, guys, so apologies. But you can see here, we've not penetrated to the last three EMA lines on this ribbon, right? So we're still fine. Even back here, you've not flipped bearish, guys. So remember this, when you had these three massive candles, what happened? We followed with 2 amazing days on Koti. So the deeper you go into the EMA line, yes, it's worrying because you can break to the downside, but it also means you get more buy the dippers ready to push you up. So this is a really healthy pattern on Koti. You had your cup handle, tested the EMA ribbon, another move, come back down, test again, and that should set us up for a bigger move to the upside towards our target of 80 cents. And that's a very realistic target for Koti to be hitting. Now let's take a look at Algorand, because Algorand has been doing the same. So if I start off in the 4-hourly chart, what I want to show you is Algorand. We broke out from this continuation pattern. It was a bearish continuation pattern. So you remember we entered from here, we traded in this wedge, and 60% of the time you break to the downside statistically. And we did get a breakdown to the downside, and that has shown in this. And we said that we need to get some support either at this level, if not then the bottom of the wedge at $1.63. And sure as gold, we exactly as we predicted here, exactly as predicted, we got a good bounce off of this level here. Okay, so you've had two solid 4-hourly candles bouncing us off this $1.68 mark, which is perfect for us because we've created a higher low. Okay, so now we need to go break these highs here. You want to create a higher high, and then we can get back into an uptrend and head higher on Algorand. Now, what's the vision on Algorand? Well, where are we heading to? Well, like I said, we need to create this higher high, and then we need to break these highs here, okay? So we need to head higher than these highs. Now, you'll see here we've got some purple lines, and if I zoom out, I want to explain to you what pattern we're forming here on this macro view on Algorand, because it's easy to forget the bigger picture of where we're at. So this is the daily chart, okay? And on the daily chart, you can see that from about the 13th of September, we entered this continuation pattern because we had this massive move on Algorand. Let's say from this swing low, we had this massive move and we entered a continuation pattern to call off. Now, naturally, when you get a breakout to the upside, this wedge would give you a price target of a $2.78 Algorand if we break out of this move. And you can see here, the RSI is in the middle. It's not made up its mind. The volume needs to come in, but we need to make a decision on which way we're heading. And the small battle which I just showed you of us creating a higher low is going to set us up to get an uptrend towards the top of this channel. Now, we need to be careful. We can break out to the downside, but in this upward trend, the probability suggests we should be heading to the upside. So we need to keep an eye on this. We don't want to get rejected again and come test this purple line at $1.53. That would be bearish. But if we can stay to the top of this support line and get some volume breakout, then we could be heading to $1.77 on the daily time frame, on a longer time frame basis. Okay, but that depends on when we break out and how much volume. But on the short term, just to remind us of what we need to be doing on Algorand, we need to immediately create a higher high here. Okay, we managed to keep this support level, which was very important for us. That was great that we kept that level, and now we bounce off of it here, and we need to go create that higher high in order to carry on. Now, naturally, like I've always said in my videos, we're in Bitcoin season, right? Bitcoin's pumping. I'm going to make a separate video on Bitcoin and Ethereum, so be sure to check that out. But Bitcoin is on an absolute tear right now, and so is Ethereum, setting up for a massive move as well. You can see Bitcoin dominance is as strong as it's been. Let me zoom out to the daily, and you can see there's your Bitcoin dominance forming this critical W pattern, which I've been mentioning for a while now, and we're getting closer and closer to this neckline. So you can see from the 21st of September, this is the last 30 days or so, Bitcoin has not let up. Okay, very, very strong Bitcoin dominance. This is Bitcoin's month, and it may well be a few months of Bitcoin heading into the end of the year pumping. But like I've said, now's the time to buy your altcoins, right? Now's the time. It's not financial advice, but now's the time to be positioning yourselves in the altcoins. So I know a lot of people aren't interested. They're not interested in Phantom right now, not interested in Algorand, not interested in Koti. But you need to remember that when they all start FOMOing in, this is the order it's going to happen in, guys. I'll tell you, we've seen it before in the cycles. Bitcoin's going to go its run. Everyone's going to FOMO into Bitcoin, right? So guys, snip this bit, because I'm telling you, you can take this piece and NFT it if you want. Fine. If somebody does that, let me know. And Bitcoin's going to go on its run. It's going to do its thing, and everyone's going to FOMO into Bitcoin. That's what we're seeing right now. They're selling altcoins and they're going into Bitcoin. When Bitcoin starts cooling off and they're not getting their returns on Bitcoin, they're then going to jump over to Ethereum. Oh, let's have some Ethereum, right? Let's go for the Ethereum's going to pump now. Then Ethereum's going to call off, and then they're going to go to all your large cap coins, your ADA, your DOT, your Link, your Matic, right? And then they're going to look for the higher pumping coins like your Phantoms, your Lunas, your Koti, your Algorands. So like I always say, guys, buy your winter coat in the summer. You're going to get a discount, right? Because nobody wants winter coats in the summer. That's what we want to do. That's why we're still covering these coins, even though we're getting crazy sideways action, which can be frustrating. But the sideways action is where the fun happens, right? Look at Algorand. I mean, look how much time you've had to accumulate. When everybody starts FOMOing, at $3 plus, let them. You've been accumulating here and here, where these are sideways. That's exactly when I'm accumulating, right? When Cardano now suddenly goes for a run and wants to break $5 and then $10, guess where I was accumulating, guys? I'm accumulating in here. I've even got rectangles here for you guys, and we've got another one here. Okay, let's get another rectangle out. Because this is where you need to be buying. This is where you accumulate, right? Not here. You just wait and let this do the work here. You're not buying anymore. Let everybody else do the buying in these points. And that's why, even as frustrating as it is, when coins are moving, and Phantoms is one of those exciting ones, right? But even in the last couple of days, I'm sensing people are getting annoyed. What's the point? Look at this move, guys. If you've just held Phantom for 30 days, it's one of the fastest moving coins. Let's go check that on CoinMarketCap, actually. So let's rank that there. So you can see this is everything. Let's rank it by 30 days. I guarantee Phantom's somewhere up there, after Shiba probably. So there you go. So these are the biggest. Let's get the biggest movers for the last 30 days. Oh, stay with me. There you go. So Shiba's obviously pumped. Yep, fine. Axie's done well. Yep, fine. Look, Phantom is third in this list. 100% on your money in 30 days, right? So, Phantoms, I don't know why people are being frustrated on a little bit of sideways action. You can understand it on Cardano. It's been sideways for a long time. But like I've explained, that happens to Cardano all the time, guys. Algorand, yes, in a continuation pattern, but look at the move you've had. It was only a little while ago Algorand was at 70 cents, and I'm not sure what people are expecting. I guess everyone's here looking for 1,000% return overnight, and the reality is that's not how you invest and trade cryptocurrencies sustainably, right? So there you go, guys. That's what we're seeing on Koti and Algorand. Still great patterns forming. We're seeing good, even on the hourlies now, we're seeing good that we held that resistance support level. Really important that we held that level, and now we need to push on. Naturally, whilst Bitcoin's running, don't expect any crazy moves. Position yourselves in your favorite high conviction plays. Take this time, and this is what I do, guys. Take this time, and if you're still watching to this end of the video, credit to you, but take this time to learn about your favorite coins. Go and spend an hour learning about Algorand, learn about Koti, learn about Phantom, because when everybody FOMOs in, let them FOMO in, you're going to get the retracement down, right? When they panic and they lose their money. And then you need to remind yourself, oh, do I still need to hold this Algorand? Do I need to still hold this Koti? Do I have high conviction? That's what's going to help you get through, okay, guys? This is just sideways movement. This is nothing. Your coins are not losing money right now. They're just going sideways. It's frustrating because everybody wants a quick 1000x, right? But when those moves will come, and they will come, you need to make sure you've positioned yourself with a big enough position, which you're willing to lose, which you've done your homework on and your own research. This is not financial advice. And which you've got at the cost price that you're happy to get. That is the aim of the game. A big enough position at the cost price you're happy about, so when it runs, you're good to go, right? There's no point you having only bought one Phantom coin at a perfect price at 6 cents and you've done nothing, right? You need to build a good price, nibble every time you get these dips, every time you get these sideways moment, build out your position, because if you've got conviction that Phantom is going to get to $10 or Algorand's going to get to $10 or Koti's going to get to $10, then you shouldn't have any issues, right? Hope you guys found this useful. As always, if you like my perspective and blend between technical and fundamental analysis, then please consider subscribing. If you want me to look at any other projects, any of your favorite projects, or if you've got a coin you want to look at, then hit the join button below. You're going to get access to this channel. You become a member of this channel. You'll get some altcoin emojis, which you can spam below. But more importantly, you can ask me to look at your favorite projects and do some TA for you guys there as well. As always, I'll pin the link to the new Discord community I've set up. Head over there, have a chat about your favorite cryptos, speak to the community, find like-minded people. I'll be in there as well, answering your questions, and I'll see you in the next one.